Obviously it's a mobile spawn. This is important when it comes to keeping on top of these flags, literally running rings around the enemy. Delta being an important flag to concentrate on because it gives you the bomber, also being extremely hard to hold due to it being vulnerable from 360 direction. However, you are fighting up down, gives you the advantage of height, cover, as well. You're silhouetted against the sky sometimes. To bear in mind, especially when fighting outside, not so much concern inside the caves. So just almost there now in terms of numbers. Looks like USOA have had to substitute a couple of non-tags. Njoi also 2 non-tags. Unfortunately, it's definitely hard to get 16 players together all at one time. Respect for any community that's able to do it. Of course, the aim with Hardcore League is eventually at one stage we're going to be able to put 32 players up against 32 players on a weekly basis. Now, this isn't going to come without a lot of work from Hardcore League staff, as well as the communities and the community leaders, especially within Hardcore League. I believe we're a go. Have a transport chopper spawned in here. Gingivitis, my apologies. No plans in particular from him at the moment. Looks like they're just starting to get their community together now. There you go, doesn't that look like some Michael Bay shit? So we have in the blue corner USOA, and in the red corner we have the Njoi community. Can't say as I know much of the USOA guys, haven't come across them before on my travels. Not a community I've personally scrimmed against, but I'm interested to see what they can do. Apparently it was pretty neck and neck in a scrim that these guys had together 3-4 weeks ago. Apparently USOA beat Njoi by 200 tickets in locker, only to get beaten by 20 tickets by Njoi in the preceding round. So, as you might know, there is a bit of history here, a bit of drama. It's going to be interesting to see whether these guys are really out for blood this evening, or whether it's just going to be a friendly game when nobody gets hurt. Let's just take a look over here at the moment. Not much going on from the USAO, from the Njoi guys. Looks like they're holding back on spawning in for the time being. Almost up at full capacity there, just waiting on 2 members. 1 member now for USAO. I apologise. I'm going to be making that mistake a lot. Lexic numbers and words are all just a bit of a jumble to me, especially when I'm dual tasking. So, back to the USOA guys. Not entirely sure what the overriding plan is. It looks like we're going for a bit of a picture, perhaps. They all look happy enough. Like this guy knows I'm here. Now here's something I'd like to discuss, something I've never agreed with. Rotors. Rotors, I believe, should kill you. If you're hit by a rotor, you should be dead. That's just something I feel. Maybe some people feel that's a bit too realistic, but personally it's, you know, I think if you get hit by one of those fucking things, you should be dead. But, the devs don't agree with me on that one. I'm not sure what the hold-up is at the moment. Looks like Njoi's still down 2 members and USOA are still down a member. I think they're going to have to cut their losses and go with what they've got. I think to only have one team, one member down is really not bad. Bearing in mind that Ace were considerably down on members. I think it was 2 or 3 members and they still played, which is, you know, really good to see, especially when a community is having a hard game. That was definitely a good match, Ace versus Boss, a couple of weeks ago. Check it out on my feed. Looks like we're away now with USAO. I'm just going to call these guys USA to make it easier. With USA hitting Alpha to begin with, and then getting straight onto Foxtrot. Looks like Njoi are taking things rather seriously with Charlie. Things hotting up over here. Now, what I'd like to see from the communities is basically when you're attacking a flag, it's important to have at least one member holding back, providing a mobile spawn as well as a secondary set of eyes, just set back from the firefight and able to see separated fire positions. Without having, so it gives, basically, if your teammate who's attacking the location gets shot at, you can see where the fire comes in from and engage relatively safely, as the enemy's attention will be on the teammate and not yourself. Like we have a fairly solid attack here from USOA. Blue corner. Covering Charlie quite nicely. Take a look at what's going on at Echo over. USOA guys getting attacked, chewed up quite nasty by the Njoi chopper. We've got Njoi Raster flying. Not sure who his gunner is, but his gunner's chewing them up at the moment, causing some serious issues for them. I was hoping Njoi would be making better use of that transport chopper. They don't seem to have too many people parachuting in at the moment. Not necessarily a bad move on their part, they might just not have anyone available to parachute in. There we go, looks like Njoi laying the law down there. We're just following Jake for a minute. He gets taken out by a member of USOA. Covered in this building here. It's always better to be in a defending position rather than an attacking position, especially if you're making use of cover such as this. Pretty solid cover with windows, so it gives you good access, relatively good 360 view. Although limited somewhat. Njoi here certainly at a disadvantage with limited cover, but now making use of explosives to reduce USOA's cover. Bit of back and forth going on here at, with transport providing overwatch for his Njoi counterparts on the ground. A lot of indirect fire coming in as well from mortars. Looking up here. LMG cover. making good use of his elevated position to hold back from the flag rather than run straight in. Gives his team a secondary set of eyes set back like we were discussing. He can watch for fire positions, fire points coming up from separate positions. Looks like Njoi is now mobilising. They've covered Alpha at the moment. Are they going to head up to Delta? Delta at the moment looking relatively safe for Njoi. Captured by one member on his own. Fair play. Who was that? Take a look. Real well done. Good capture. Fast was twitching. Thanks for following me tonight, guys, by the way. Give me a view. Please feel free to follow my channel. The more people that follow me, the further this goes. As I say, we're trying to build something here for the Battlefield community. It isn't about us, we're working here for you, and to give us, it's something that hasn't been done before in Battlefield. It's fairly unique what we're trying to do here. If you'd like to learn more, head to Hardcore League website, or Big Boss Gaming, or check us out on social media, various forms of social media we've got. For the time being, if you want to send me a follow, then feel free to send me a follow. Thank you very much for viewing though. Okay, so Joke here at the moment, covering in this building, taking a lot of M325 from towards Bravo. Looks like things hotting up over here on Delta. We're seeing that top down coming into play as it gives these guys the advantage. That's a lot of USOA guys that are forming up on Delta. So Njoi are going to have to increase their numbers there, or eventually face losing a flag. And if they lose that, they're going to lose access to their bomber, which is not going to put them in a very good position. At the moment, very close round. A lot of flags being held by Njoi, but in terms of points, we've only got a 42-point lead on part of Njoi. Check I've got that right. Yep, that's correct. So, seeing Njoi focus a lot of their attention on Charlie and Delta at the moment, I think is going to be of interest to them at the moment, but also Foxtrot as well potentially. Just back here on Joke as he moves into Foxtrot. Very interesting flag this, provides very little cover. You really do have to make use of your smoke on this one. As well, you're very vulnerable from both Delta Echo direction, probably slightly so from Golf because of your spawn, but still definitely a dangerous flag to have to take. Definitely one you want to make yourself small as possible for. Avoiding little sheds such as this, which are actually full of explosives and will blow you up. Quite good to make use of if you've got an M320 or a grenade and you want to cause a flag. Blow up this little thing here. Got a flat guy here working at it. Trying to defend Foxtrot from Golf direction. Quite a large coordinated Njoi presence coming in here. USOA making their presence known back on Foxtrot, letting Njoi know that it won't be as straightforward to take this flag back from them. And Njoi's still putting pressure on at the moment. But they're not too worried at the moment because they have now increased the lead to 62 points. Still not a comfortable lead. You want to be looking at about 200 to 250 points before you can really start relaxing. But even then, communities, if they're particularly well organised, can get a sudden burst of life. You know, any point up until about the 2-3, I'd say about 300-400 point difference. Communities have definitely come back from worse. Seeing pretty even flag captures as well. 3 to 4 Golf being neutral at the moment. Golf going to USOA, giving USOA the bleed advantage over Njoi for the time being. Like Golf is now significantly compromised. Njoi trying to assert themselves, making use of the diminishing cover on the Bravo side of Golf. Sniper just taking one of Njoi's members there. See if we can find out where that came from. Another member determined to be set back from the objective and cover rather than lay in an area that might otherwise get him seen a lot quicker. USOA consolidating themselves on Golf as they start taking out, taking fire from towards Fox direction. Not the LMG of my personal choice. Forgive me, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Maybe if one of my viewers can put me straight on that one with a comment underneath. Okay, so we've seen I believe that was a Type 88 LMG. Might have been wrong there. Okay, USOA keeping a good presence on Delta at the moment, or at least provide cover on Delta. The backside's fairly exposed. See if Njoi are going to exploit that. Looks like they are. It's important to cover a 360 direction on this flag. It does thin your members out, but it isn't a flag that you can afford to hold one direction on. Quite a close round we're seeing here between the two communities. I hope this is something they're able to keep up as the progresses. If you have just joined us, it's going to be first to 3 wins. This is just a burn round, so this won't count. An easy-going infantry round, quite light on the vehicles. As the evening goes on, we have Pearl Market, Gold Mod, Siege, Firestorm and Locker as our 5 maps of choice. It will be best out of 3 in terms of those who win. First to 3. These two communities have a bit of recent history with them playing a clan match against 3 weeks ago. Came quite close with Njoi losing to USOA by 200 points on Locker. and then proceeding to win against USOA by 20 points. So I believe that left a bit of a bitter taste in the mouth on the part of the USOA guys. They'll probably be looking to even the score this evening, although both sides did obviously have a win there. Fortunately, TWD Deadeye was going to be joining me this evening, but he's not been able to make it. He's been called away at last minute. So I'll do my best to, again, shoutcast on my own. Getting used to these solo shoutcasts. Not quite as easy as a dual cast, but I'm sure you guys will forgive me. Especially with the amount of times I say it's just whilst I'm trying to think and control the camera at the same time. Yeah, believe it or not, especially for males, is quite hard. Okay, so just taking another look back at Delta here, we've got that top-down effect coming into play again. Still relatively close on the points here. USOA holding Delta, making use of the elevated position to shoot down on the Njoi squads moving up from Charlie and Golf. Fortunate for him. His little spawn beacon. Thanks for joining me, guys, this evening. If you're enjoying what you're watching, then please feel free to follow my Twitch channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Try to be as down with the kids as possible when it comes to social media. Okay, we've got Njoi putting the pressure down. Oh, sorry, is it Njoi? Yeah, it's Njoi putting the pressure down on Outpost. Foxtrot here. This is the flag we were discussing before. Quite vulnerable, very open. It's quite important that you make use of your cover here and your smoke. And don't forget, we discussed staying away from this concrete bunker, which looks enticing, but is actually full of high explosives, making you very vulnerable to enemy attack. Quite intense close quarters fighting happening here between Njoi and USOA. We follow this lone grunt up to Delta. Not really covering his flanks. He's on a mission there, moving quite rapidly. Holding his own, and unfortunately two of them, and couldn't manage against two of them, which is probably fair enough. Kilbo Swaggins, what an awesome name. Gotta give it to that guy. Genius. Right, we're back to covering Delta again, with USOA taking it back off Njoi. Njoi concentrating themselves more outside on Foxtrot Alpha at the moment. Getting a little bit split up. Two-man team of Njoi moving in on Foxtrot side of Alpha. My apologies, Echo side of Alpha. Making use of the building cover here. Comes back to being able to maintain that 360 view from a safe position. Cover. Still a fairly even game. Only a 50 point gap lead at the moment. I think these are two teams that are fairly evenly matched. I think we're definitely going to see great things from both of them tonight. Be good to see if they could go out for the full 5 rounds as well, and we have to come down to another round. Just ahead, guys, I've got a date for you. October 9th is going to be the main battle tank tournament with Hardcore League. Please head over to the Hardcore League website to find out some more details, sign up, test your mettle against some of the most dedicated tankers out there on the Hardcore League arena. There are prizes as well, guys. More details on the Hardcore League website. Alternatively, guys, we've got Melee Mondays coming up, which is going to be hosted by Big Boss Gaming. A multitude of prizes available to you there. More information available on the Big Boss Gaming website, or on the Twitter account, or on the Instagram page. Covering USOA here as they move in on Echo. Making use of the light transport provided for this map. Looks like they're going to be hitting 2 flags at once here, which is a very interesting tactic. It's a risky tactic, and it hasn't paid off for them here, unfortunately. But if you can at least neutralise one of the flags whilst capturing the other flag, then it splits the enemy's response down by 50%. If they, or alternatively, you just capture one of the flags, or both. But if you if you're really struggling and you're down on points. Now this is the best way of approaching the game, is to split your squad down, multiple points, hope for the best. Go for quiet flags. The enemies on them. Off. Okay guys, so having a look over here at he's doing quite well in terms of kill death ratio, 39 to 17, making use of the AK-5C. Quite a large infantry contact of Njoi coming, of USOA coming in on Njoi's position here. The advantage of using a sight like that, I think that's an RDS times 1 zoom, is it gives you a little bit of zoom without taking up too much of your screen, because you want to maximise your view as much as possible. But it's good for close quarter environments. Personally, I wouldn't like to use it on a map like this, as the majority of your contacts is going to be like this kind of contact, medium to close quarters. Looking in how Njoi are really struggling to push back the USOA guys here, as the USOA guys make use of the rice paddies. Again, we see that top-down effect coming in, where Njoi are using the height and the elevated position of cover to shoot down into the rice paddy fields whilst USOA advance. However, it's not really working for them, as due to the graphics of the map, the geography of the map, the structure of the way the rice paddies work, multiple levels of cover, so that actually works to obscure the top-down defender's view. This has been a really tight match so far at the moment, but it looks like Njoi just started to get ahead there by 24 points or so. Just holding it together slightly more, but USOA have made them bleed for this. I doubt either team will really be able to call this a true victory, as there's so much blood on everybody's hands. USOA annihilating whoever's left on that hut on his own. Fair play. Okay, let's go and have a look over at Bravo. The looks like Njoi getting cleared out by USOA. You can see football and what he's got to do with this AK-5C. Good use. Oh no, he's not using his AK-5C anymore. I think he's using his. Get to see there. Right. Football's back up. Okay, his M416. Again, another very good weapon to use, very stable. You're able to put a lot of rounds down range in a very space. Doesn't need that many attachments necessarily to make it fire with more stability, as it already fires with a lot of stability. These guys are going to have to keep it up for another 5 rounds. This is only the burn round, and if I'm not mistaken, we've actually got another. Oh no, we haven't got another Golden Peaks, thank God. We don't need another burn round. But both teams are absolutely on fire. We are seeing some incredible kill-death ratios at the moment. Just looking through the list at the moment. Dope, 53 to 20 on the USOA team. We've got SRGNTCVL at the top there, 28 to 17, doing well. Gingivitis, 24 to 19. These are all good kill-death ratios, you know. Everybody's getting involved. You've got Killer of Titans, 34 to 18. So, you know, this is really positive stuff. People are really sort of showing me here that they're taking things seriously. You know, everyone's pulling their weight at the moment, and you know, as I say, with both teams being so evenly matched, definitely going to be interesting to see who wins tonight's event. Guys, if you're signing in for the first time, then thank you very much. Welcome to my channel. I'm KLW HitmanPike. I'm a Twitch broadcaster, live streamer, Shoutcaster, which is what I'm currently doing. I work for Hardcore League. If you'd like to know any more about me, feel free to check me out on social media. I'm also on Twitch as well. So send me a follow on there. That would be fantastic. Tonight's match should last between an hour and a half and 2 hours. It could go on a little bit longer, but you know, it's hard to say this early on. But from what I've seen so far, these guys are working incredibly well as a community, as two communities. Covering Hexlet here as he does a little bit of house cleaning. Gingivitis in the transport chopper. Now he's been quite effective as eliminating the enemy team with his kill-death ratio, so I doubt he's been in the chopper very much flying about. Making good use of this chopper at the moment. It obviously provides two roles, fire support and a mobile spawn. Very important on this map. Gives, especially if you can eliminate the other team's chopper, gives you a very big advantage over them. Saw quite a close RPG there, quite a low shave. And another close shave there. Chopper's used 2 of its 9 lives. 7 to go. What you need from your pilot is your gun. Oh, unfortunately come to an end there for those guys. But they had a good little run. Covering Carl at the moment as he moves into Foxtrot from Delta. Or is he going to divert? Oh, he's from Alpha. Realising that Alpha's compromised already. Gonna have to go back on himself to cover his tracks. Okay, Carl's headed down into Alpha, not satisfied here that he's able to cover things from his previous position. Offset, gave him an elevated position, but didn't quite include him in the radius of the capture of the flag there. He's had to move in. He's moved in, keeping to another position of cover here. He's able to cover an all-round 360 position, whilst maintaining a relative level of cover. Not exposing himself. It's the advantage of these buildings, although there is only soft cover, still susceptible to anything from 320s to RPGs to grenades. If you're viewing here for the first time, then thank you very much. Feel free to send me a follow on Twitch. I will be keeping you up to date with future shoutcasts. Hope you enjoy what you're seeing. I'm relatively new to this. I've only done so many of these shoutcasts before, but I'm glad to see it's taking off so well. I really appreciate your support. I'm doing this for the community. I'm part of the Battlefield community, have been for 10 years now. I love this game, I live for this game, and you know, it's my passion that drives my shoutcasting and playing the game so much. If you'd like to know any more about what we do, feel free to check out Hardcore League or Big Boss Gaming. Okay, Wow, that is an incredibly close game. We are going 8-10 here, guys. Wow, I didn't even realise we were so close. 7-7, 6-6. Wow, guys, I can't believe it. You know, look at this. Look at this for an incredibly tight game. Who's it going to be? Your guess is as good as mine. Looks like it's... Oh, looks like it's gone to USAO there. Just by a fraction. 2 points. Absolutely amazing. Wow. If these guys keep it up, then we are in for some amazing Battlefield. That is some outstanding gameplay from both teams with some amazing kill-death ratios. We need to get this USOA team signed up to Hardcore League. And also have to discuss terms of a match, perhaps, between them and Boss at some stage. They look like they've got their shit together. Very impressed. Guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, feel free to drop a comment with what your feelings are on the match so far. Send me a follow. If you like what you see, then, you know, I will be providing much more of this sort of thing in the upcoming months. 9th of October, guys, we've got the main Battle Tank tournament being hosted by Hardcore League. Head over to the Hardcore League website for details on the rules, the setup, and how to sign yourselves up. There are prizes, like I say, so if that sounds like your type of thing, if you think yourself as a bit of a tanker, then head over there. This is for you. Alright guys, we're now actually live with this evening's first round. This is going to be Pearl Market. A lot of emphasis here on the infantry for the first map. Going to be wanting to see good use of fire and manoeuvre. You know, it's not a map that you need to move quickly on. It's a map that you need to move slowly on and cover your corners as you go. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't seem to respect that and often walk into traps laid by other players who know what they're doing. Obviously, you're susceptible to claymores as well on the stairwells. I always try and buddy up when I'm clearing buildings, just in case it all does go horribly wrong. To keep someone covering my 6 as well, which I prefer to do. So on the blue side we have USOA, and on the red side Njoi. I always forget who's who as well. It's really a pain in the ass. So bear with me guys as we just wait for both teams to get sorted. It takes the communities a bit of time between rounds to get everyone sorted in terms of substitutions, get everyone back from bathroom breaks. You know, these guys have to concentrate quite hard during these matches. They give a lot, especially after a match like that. That was a very intense match that came down to 2 points, 2-0 in USOA's favour. So well done to those guys, very effective. Just to point out to you guys that Hardcore League is unique and exclusive in that it provides medium to large scale competitive matches and scrims and tournaments. We're looking for communities who can get involved, who are proactive, who are able to provide 12 to 32 in a round. If you need assistance getting set up, we will help you with that. Hardcore League website. There's multiple staff members that you can contact to help, who can help you out, get you through the first month. As I say, if you're a community leader and you're looking to get yourself involved, then this is for you. This is run by members for the community. You know, we're just trying to do, you know, and we'll see how we get on. It's going well so far. People seem to appreciate what we've been doing. We're up to 500 members over 29 different communities. We have between 3 and 8 matches a month. Granted, at the moment it's slightly quieter, but that's just with the imminent release of Battlefield 1 up. As soon as Battlefield 1 comes up, we will be hosting a number of tournaments. as well as conquest ladder, which is currently, I think, being led by Big Boss Gaming, with Hank in close second. Thanks for joining me, guys. But just bear with me. I don't know what the hold up is. Usually communities do have to get things sorted between rounds. It does seem like a slightly hold up, so I can't what's going on. No one tells me nothing. I'm just the guy who chats inane bollocks to you between rounds, occasional. So thanks for joining me. Let's go and have a look at the Asian KFC guy over here. Nature evolved. Anyone want a pamper? Toyota badge. Feels going to end up getting. Ging Tang Law Firm. Anyone speak Cantonese? Or read Cantonese? In the comments. I haven't really looked at what these signs are all about. Ula. Not like. Flag the city in terms of its structure. This map has a very sort of similar theme to Mogadishu and Black Hawk Down. You know, feel free to tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but you know, just the sort of like that tight style with the, you know, the cut through streets are designed and structured. Definitely a map that suits more to infantry than it does to vehicles. Oh, looks like we've got a couple of spawnees. Yay, so I think we're going live. We experienced a little bit of frame rate drop here, so I apologise for that, guys. Okay, I'm covering USOA, who are the blue in the blue corner. They move into Delta. Have a look up here for a second. Oh, we can't go too high. Njoi spreading themselves out with a lot of concentration on Alpha by the looks of it. Is already moving up as far as Echo. Ooh, having a look through here. Let's cut the phone for a second. Tone using the M416, very effective weapon again. I think it was being used by a player that we were covering before. I personally love the sight that he's using. Again, it provides sort of like just ×1 zoom, but also it doesn't the view downrange. So it, you know, it just, I find it's that nice mix between level of zoom and not obstructing the view too much. Okay, covering KevDog here for the moment. KevDog is their USOA's community lead. Sets up all the scrims on behalf of USOA, if I'm led to believe. He tonight has been my point of contact, so anyone looking to get involved with a scrim with USOA, please get in touch with KevDog, all capitals, 1982. Looks like everyone's got the same idea with the M416 on this map. Seems to be quite a popular gun. Use of the AK-5 again with a silencer this time, giving him the element of surprise, reducing his presence on the map, but also of course reducing the amount of damage that you can do to someone. Going through to Njoi Football here, who had an exceptionally impressive round last round. Let's have a look, 3-2 at the moment, he's just warming up there. He's covering it nice and tight at the moment. Looks like he's got himself into a very comfortable position there. Didn't even realise you could get underneath there. Fair play, you can. Providing the essential revives that will no doubt maintain for that little bit longer. USOA guys can clear them out. Ooh, that's... Old chap. And he pied around that corner and everything. He did everything as he should have done. Looks like his buddy's got his 6 though. Has he got reps for him? Negative. Like these guys are holding their own here at the moment. I think they're forming themselves up before they move into Alpha. Which is a really good idea, and implore that. It's no good going in there half-cocked when there's only 2 of us. Unfortunately, squad leader's gone down. He would have probably paid to stay up in this room here, more out of the way, giving his boys a mobile spawn. Obviously, now they've lost their squad leader, they're compromised. But it looks like they've managed to get it back, so they're all good. Njoi still providing a lot of pressure at the moment. USOA flanking round and outmaneuvering them. So initially at the moment looks like USOA are losing to begin with. Bearing in mind that last round came down with USOA winning, you know, really impressive teamwork from both teams. Njoi performing exceptionally well, but at USOA also performing exceptionally well. So who's going to take the title tonight, I'm not sure. Njoi moving up en masse, meeting quite a large contact of USOA guys. Guys, all I would say is when you're naming these communities, just think of the poor shoutcasters who have got to call out your names. Make it easy for us. Hard enough as it is not to get tongue-tied. Okay, USOA making good use of the vehicles there. Dead? Yeah, he's dead. Is. Right, let's have a look. Let's see what's going on over here with Njoi Football. Obviously quite good with the quick draw stuff. Which that is quite important on this map, is your ability to draw your weapon quickly and fire it, you know, quite effectively in a small burst, a small spread. Silence is also being quite an important one in this map. You're quite susceptible to mortars, especially with a well-placed mortar, especially on rooftops. In fact, someone's got the idea of having a mortar up. Probably going to pay off for them quite effectively. I'll keep an eye on the kill feed. Njoi groan. Making use over here. Let's see where these are dropping. Oh, he's clearing out the rooftops at the moment. Out Delta. Needle's making use of the Amtrak. The Amtrak really is more of a burden than it's worth. It's granted it's a mobile spawn point. It's handy for that reason, and it does take a lot to kill it. Is it vulnerable, especially to C4 attacks? The only way to utilise it really effectively is mechanised infantry. You know, have an infantry squad providing close protection, either up in the surrounding where you're parked or in the immediate vicinity. Obviously it makes them very vulnerable, increases the amount of fire, bit of a bullet magnet like they're saying, Black Hawk Down. But you know, if it's used right, more importantly if it's defended right, then it can be used quite effectively against the enemy team. And what we're seeing here is USOA employ those tactics of providing close mechanised infantry, moving in as and when necessary with the repairs, defending as and when necessary. With those kind of tactics and that employment of the armour, Njoi will potentially start to struggle with their point lead. With USOA now having moved up the Amtrak into a position where they're able to fire effectively into Charlie, I'd expect their infantry will move up now into a position where they're able to foothold, clearing out the initial portion that's viewable by them from their angle. I think this guy with Njoi's got other ideas, but with him being so low on health, he was really going to struggle from. Covering Njoi Carl here as he moves through, gets taken down by a killer of Titans, who's resorted to his pistol, obviously determining that he didn't have opportunity to reload. Better move, because you'll draw your pistol quicker than what you'll reload. When you're throwing those grenades, it's really important that you get your arm right behind those grenades. You want to really get your arm right behind those grenades. Really get the distance on those grenades. You've got to effectively throw them, you know, so you've got to really get your arm behind them. Now this is an interesting scenario. Here we have two members of the enemy team within a close proximity to each other. Fortunately for that other Njoi member, he's been covered by one of his teammates. But I always think it's amusing when you have two members of the of each opposing side using the same bit of cover. The good thing about Charlie is you can utilise the multiple rooms and rooftops available to you to set up a relatively good spawn point where you can defend with relative ease, giving you good view of all the roofs looking over towards Bravo. As well, it gives you the opportunity to shoot down onto Charlie, which gives us an interesting sort of aspect to Battlefield, this sort of shooting up and down as well as away from each other. Brings in that top-down gameplay again that we discussed in the previous round. USOA Coffin making use of the Amtrak, still covering Charlie, providing a relatively constant stream of infantry onto Charlie. He just turns his attention slightly more to Echo direction, and he might see the two enemy squads that are possibly going to be making a break over in his direction. They noticed each other. Kev Dog undoing Njoi's good work there. He literally runs rings around this this flat guy. It's gone wrong for him though, which you know, by all means, fuck about when it doesn't count, but when it counts, maybe it's not the time to fuck about. Who knows? It cost him a point of his team anyway. Moving on, we've got Battle of the Titans here. Quite a dramatic scene as Njoi take down USO's Amtrak that has been harassing Charlie for a number of minutes. It's moved round to Bravo, where it's met its demise. Oops. Covering Njoi as they move in, try and take USOA off Charlie, making use of their roar, which is now gone, dead. Sure what's going on with this guy. He's dead as well. Yeah, don't worry dude, I just made that mistake as well. USOA making their presence known on Charlie. Hopefully they want it back. I'm going to be making Njoi very much aware of that. Be good if they make use of a two-pronged approach with them hitting the two different sides at the same time. Definitely the best tactic to employ on that flag. Over here looks like we've got a bit of a shenanigans occurring around Alpha. Tone to tone from Njoi clears them all out, and Farvas Hooligan keeping the pressure up here on Alpha, making use of that Amtrak. Really struggling from multiple fire points. They're a bullet magnet and they don't move fast, especially close quarters like that at the moment. Mixed in with your infantry taking a lot of hits. Good to keep those vehicles in the lanes and streets that enable it to get out of areas quickly. At the moment we're quite blocked in here, not much room for the manoeuvre. If he starts taking RPG hits, he's only got forward to go, makes him very predictable. Take a lot of C4 hits here quite easily. But obviously, I mean, it's easy for me to think about these things from a third-person perspective. I'm not there in game thinking about everything that's going on. But that's the advantage of these shoutcasts. The idea is that it gives you guys this bird's eye view of the battle, where you can where you feel you can change things up. As I say, I'm completely unbiased. I like to encourage people as best as possible. Sometimes I'll have some constructive criticism. It's nothing personal, guys. I mean, I'm not particularly good at this game. It's just, I literally am watching it from a perspective. So appreciate you guys appreciating that. Quick look over on Echo here as things are hotting up. I haven't been concentrating much on Echo this round, so I'll try and have a look what's going on here. Good flag to cover, pretty straightforward, as long as you have someone covering the three stairwells, sorry, and this little, which can be all pretty much be covered from this little ledge on top of here. USOA are pretty much capped on Echo there, just about to neutralise. Have a look what's going on over here. Okay, Bravo. Knew I'd get there eventually. USOA taking Bravo back from Njoi. Njoi still have a presence on Bravo, making use of the first floor. Supply of drinking, guys. Every time I say or you guys have to take a drink. Come on, count. Okay, so covering Njoi as they move in. Hoping to clear up Bravo of what's left of the USOA. USOA having other ideas though, providing being quite effective there at not getting shot. Moving in, getting the kill, running straight back out, going for the flank. Good manoeuvre. One solo Njoi member here, just providing, I guess, a bit of a backup spawn for his squad as he pies round the staircase. Clearing the roof. Floors below. Fortunately, didn't have anything to cover his 6 like a claymore. And he got caught out. I find that it's quite important to listen to footsteps on these kinds of levels, on any kind of levels really, but these levels particularly because you can hear them coming a mile off. They're normally running right below you. Again, which is another reason why I try and reduce the amount of time I'm running for. Quite an effective mortar by Groan there. 2 of USOA's members down. Looks like they could potentially take this back from USOA. But again, Njoi struggling there. Not quite being able to get a grip. That flag. Seems like a lot of what the two teams have concentrated their efforts on Bravo at the moment. I don't know whether that's just a coincidence or whether there's been a bit of a breakdown in communication. We've got a couple of the USOA guys headed off around the back of the map. Not really too sure where they're headed to. Possibly Alpha. A lot of Njoi guys covering towards Charlie direction, coming into Bravo. Still got presence of USOA guys on Bravo on the first floor. See what happens now when these guys move in here. Ooh. And they're happy that our building's now secure. Good to see these guys stacking up when they're clearing rooms. It was good sort of squad formation as one moved around the corner, the other moved directly to the left without sort of like initially checking, scanned the room, then turned around and eliminated the target. The other guy probably had his auto aim on, which would have fucked him up and had him aiming probably right smack bang between the two targets. So just covering Alpha here for a second, things look pretty calm at the moment compared to the rest of the map. A lot of the emphasis now seems to be on Echo, where Njoi are putting a lot of pressure on. Njoi Raster, leaving Echo, making a beeline for Delta. It's not the only one. There's 2 squads here. I wonder whether these guys are working in conjunction, football as well. Sending their best guys over to Delta then, their most effective guys, at least for the last 2 rounds. Although I'd like to point out that everyone has been pulling their weight this evening. Again, look at those kill-death ratios, some fantastic kill-death ratios on both sides. First round will be going to Njoi by the looks of it. One hell of a points lead there. But we've seen a very effective first round from USOA, with USOA winning by only 2 points. So here are 2 teams that are extremely evenly matched, no excuses. You know, this is as fair as it gets. It'll be interesting to see how these guys get on going up against each other. If you're viewing me for the first time, thank you very much. If you like Hardcore League, if you like Battlefield, if you like a mixture of the 2, then follow me for future tournaments, matches and scrims. 9th of October, guys, we've got the main Battle Tank tournament coming up. I know a number of you are excited about that and have been asking me when that's going to be getting organised. Well, news is from the Hardcore League guys, that's the 9th of October. So head over to the Hardcore League website, hit us up with a follow. If you're a community leader or you know, you run a scrim team, want to know more, please hit me up or hit up the Hardcore League website. I will be able to give you some initial details on what we're all about. We are looking for more communities to join us. The more communities to join us, the more matches we have. At the moment, we average between 3 and 8 matches per month. We're currently hosting a ladder with 29 different communities set up, which encompasses 500 members. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, guys, here we are. We're ready to go. We appreciate that there's no other community out there or sort of team of guys putting this sort of thing together. So this is very unique and exclusive. So get involved. We're looking for proactive people. Send me a follow, guys, if you like what you're seeing. Now going into Goal Mod. So this is going to be our second match, with the first round going to, the burn round going to USOA. It came down to 2 points, guys. That's 2 points. That's fucking close. It was neck and neck. And the first round, the first official round we've just finished, was a win going to Njoi. USOA putting a very good fight up again. Some incredible kill-death ratios to be seen between the 2 communities. You know, I'm excited to see what they can do utilising vehicles. This is going to be Conquest Large, so they're going to have a lot of flags to utilise get between. Should be good to do with the vehicles. Just give the communities a couple seconds here whilst they get sorted, substituted. People go to the toilets, give their fingers a break. Got to appreciate these guys putting a lot of concentration in these matches. They seem to be lasting an incredibly long time. So just bear with us for a little bit. If you're looking for something to do, you can go follow us on Twitter. It's KLW HitmanPike hashtag. You can also find out more about Hardcore League Gaming at the Hardcore League website. That's www.hardcoreleague.co. It's that straightforward. Shortly we will be commencing with this round. It's quite important to see a Ring of Steel created round Alpha Bravo Charlie, as well as Delta. Delta's quite an important one. You want to get into Delta relatively early. It's an important flag. It can sort of really demoralise your team if the other are doing the majority of flags, so it's an important one to get early on. So bear with us, guys. It shouldn't be too much longer before we get. Let's just have a look at what's going on. Looks like both teams are ready to go. Both teams down by 1 player at the moment, so quite evenly matched. We'll be getting going any minute now, really. If you like what you're seeing, guys, send me a comment. I haven't really had a chance to check my comments so far, so I'm going to do that Feel free to comment. Give me some feedback. I'm listening. I know I say a lot, so I apologise for that. Watching this retrospectively, then feel free to get in touch. Tell me what you felt. How it went. Could do better. If there's anything you want advertising, guys, hit me up. Give you a shout out, your community. If you've got any events coming up. All ears. Okay, still waiting, guys. I apologise. As I say, it can take a bit of time between rounds to get communities sorted. Make sure we're all on the same track here. On at the moment, in the next few months with Hardcore League, keep an eye out. October 9th, starting, we have the main Battle Tank tournament. We're going to be having a tournament once a month for the next, for the foreseeable future. Just get my phone so I can get details on that. That sounds like it's going to be really interesting, guys. There's going to be prizes and everything. Opportunity for your community to get in the Hardcore League arena. Bear with me, guys. It's going to be the third Sunday of every month, starting in November 2016. So that's the third Sunday of every month, guys. Keep an eye out. I'll be keeping you up to date with details of upcoming events on my games feed. I will be live streaming the majority of these games around work. I do have a full-time job, so I can't be for every event, but I will try to make the majority of them. If I'm not streaming them personally, I will feed my channel through so that you can observe my other friends' Twitch accounts. A couple of you starting to drop out there. I appreciate your views. If you are watching, just bear with us, guys. It's just waiting on these two communities to get going. Looks like we're time has started there, guys. So we are now a go for the second round. With the burn round going to USOA by 2 points. Came down to 2 points. Can you believe that? And Njoi taking the first official round. At the moment, it will take at least 2 wins on the bounce for USOA to come back. Hey, looks like their armour's going to be following the route of the MSR. Looks like a similar approach from the USOA guys. And probably see a bit of a head-on collision between the two armour columns around the Foxtrot region, with US getting an early on Delta, an early capture on Delta. So already Njoi disadvantage there, as Delta's quite an important one. If you get it early on in the map and you can defend it long enough to get it back to your flag, then you're in a far stronger position of being able to win the game. That, along with holding Alpha Bravo Charlie, which are easy to hold really because they're in close proximity to each other. It's important to just keep these things in mind on this map. Flags like Echo, Foxtrot and Golf, they're not really strategically effective flags. They're very set out, a lot of distance between all of them, a lot of open position to cover. It's not something you want to be putting yourself through. So do football still a tank? The Njoi are Chinese, and that is... No, that's a Chinese town. Oh well. Gotta be funny. So, entering Foxtrot nice and early. Alpha gone to USOA. Bravo Charlie has gone to Njoi. Foxtrot remaining under pressure at the moment from both sides. Looks like we've got a situation developing at Alpha with both teams slogging it out. However, USOA are looking slightly more well covered. Got infantry members from Njoi going up against the tank here. Quite a brutal takedown from the USOA side. Okay. Finest Carl making use of the transport chopper as a taxi there. Can't say as that's probably the most effective way to utilise the transport chopper, but on it does pay to position yourself well if you're able to destroy pieces of armour which would otherwise cause havoc. So looking down at Foxtrot here, it's still quite a mess going on really. Njoi putting a lot of emphasis on it down here. They don't want to lose it now they've got it. I'm assuming now that they've got it though, they're probably going to be moving out to either Echo or yeah, I think just Echo. This could be an all cap. Wow, with Njoi all capping USOA. On this map, it's harder to obtain an all cap than it is on other maps like Locker or Metro. With it being far more spread out, you've got to be quite sensible about how you space out your team. I don't think it'll get to that stage. I think the cap, they'll start capping out more flags. I mean, Alpha's already starting to tip. At this point, with Alpha being neutralised, I would look at just going straight over to Bravo and capping. But looking at Bravo, there's quite a lot of infantry presence moving up now onto Alpha position. So this one poor guy on his own is really going to struggle to take out multiple guys. There we go. But he's doing alright. He's holding his own at the moment. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, he's doing alright. He's got a silenced weapon. So these guys don't know where he's at. You know, they're shitting themselves. They know someone's here. But, you know, they don't know where he's at. So they're going to be checking their corners, you know, like, quite a lot. They obviously have had enough. They've brought in the armour. They don't like losing their flags. They haven't got to worry too much about the other flags by the looks of it, so they're just going to pull their armour in one position and assert themselves as the domineering party. Like Fox at the moment, USOA are having a go at it. No sign of Njoi, and here they are, Njoi, pulling off a bit of a crazy manoeuvre. Almost got chewed up by there. Could have gone wrong for him. Personally, I think it's dangerous to start pulling those kind of stunts in a competitive match, but I know people might not agree with me there. Okay, so we've got Groan making use of the J-dams here. He's got good height. His angle's slightly off here. We could do with... sorry, apologies. Height wasn't that good. He needs to be getting up to about 800, 900 feet. Pulling back down, giving himself as long as possible to set his plane up, line his plane up with the target. Giving himself a bit of a lead on the target when he drops it. Bearing in mind you want to keep the crosshairs above the target, allowing for the drop of the J-dam, the natural curve. Dropping at the last opportunity, pulling up, and then if you're able to deploying your countermeasures. Groan just putting the pressure on there as the 11 that's up over Foxtrot. Needs to get out and get a bit more altitude there. He's going to end up leaving himself vulnerable to a missile lock there. The important thing with these bombers is they really need to be operated at high altitude. You don't want to spend any time low altitude really. They're large, they're cumbersome, they're not really designed for dogfighting. You want to be evasive, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're going to be vulnerable from air attack if you're flying and you've just shot the jet down, or you know the jet's going to be spawning in soon. You might want to consider about repositioning to a better position on the map where you got a good view of their airfield, but maintaining this sort of 300-500 foot altitude, it's definitely leaves you extremely vulnerable when you're up in the bomber. USOA guys, pilot's had enough, he's out, so he's going for Foxtrot, leaving ground to concentrate back on ground targets again. Will he make use of his JDAM? Yes he will. Again, angle, it's extremely high angle that I think he's really going to struggle to hit, and I think maybe he's got a tactic that I'm unaware of, I don't know, apologies guy. Not a criticism, it's just a tactic I'm unfamiliar with. Feel free to explain that one to me. Usually, if me personally, as I say, I like to get to 800-900 feet, loop down, come down at 90 degrees, riddle them with the heavy machine gun, and then drop the J down at last opportunity, which is roughly the 300-400 feet mark. Ooh, he got lucky there. He's got really lucky there. I think he glanced that building. But right, going over to Reaper Vapor here as he covers Foxtrot from an infantry perspective. Really struggling with that free shot there, aren't you, buddy? But not a gun I've used myself personally, the SR1 if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps not a gun that I'd choose for this map either. Maybe he's got his reasons. Okay, we're covering Brewer here as he moves into Golf in the anti-air. Going up against... I think he's got a lock from... I think he's getting hit by something, whether that's a jet... No, it's a Z11. Very 11. Hex lock, perhaps not thought that one through. Yeah, that's gone horribly wrong for him. Definitely should have been keeping his distance, going in the other direction, me personally. Have a look at King Sour here as he covers Alpha Bravo. Unfortunately, not for long. Gingivitis moving into Echo, probably past Echo. He's already got himself a target between Foxtrot and where Delta spawns in. Onto football. Where's football? Now these guys could be coming up against each other somewhere soon. It'll be interesting to see. Gingivitis and football, both opposites, both very effective team players. Hey, Gingivitis just holding back slightly on Foxtrot at the moment. Don't know what his object is here at the moment, whether he's waiting for a colleague of his to put a lock on. No, he's got a lock. Unfortunately, that jet's made use of his countermeasures. Although Ginger hasn't been able to eliminate the jet, he has been able to stop the jet from utilising its which in its own way has been quite effective. Interesting how Ginger's able to lock on here with no laser designation. Okay, moving on as we look at Brewer here. He's putting a lot of fire down on this APC at Foxtrot. Must be really have the courage of his convictions there. Okay, he's covering King Sour again. He's on Alpha Bravo. This guy has no luck. Every time I come to him, he just gets killed. I'm really sorry about that, dude. It's not on purpose. Try and catch people, you know, in the best possible light, but sometimes it does, you know, unfortunately go that way. Alright, so just having a look at Foxtrot here, is we've got a fair bit of armour from USOA. You know, they've got quite a large armour presence here. Perhaps not got that many flags. They maybe want to spread themselves out a bit more. They're really possibly going to start to struggle to come back from the point deficit. Njoi just have really been organised and mobile this round, you know, making effective use of armour, getting to the flags early, getting to the flags that can vehicles. Foxtrot gives you a tank, and I think Golf gives you an APC. So, you know, Charlie gives you a Z11. These are flags that you want to be getting yourselves to quickly. That you know that it's going to give you that real advantage over the opposite team. Having a look at Golf over here, as we've got an APC trying to get into the radius, but really struggling with this USOA tank here. It's Gingivitis. He's moved up slightly more since we last saw him. Fortunately, his reign of terror in the tank ended by Paul and Groan. Now we're going to be looking at getting back onto Golf, getting that back under Njoi protection. Having a look up here, got Njoi hitting Charlie, quite a lot of conviction. Will that chopper get away? Oh, something's hit him. Not sure what that was. Is he going to survive for not long, I'm guessing? Poor guy. Yeah, and he's down and he's out. Could have just done with someone to spawn in with repairs there, but unfortunately it wasn't going to happen for him. Okay, we're just looking at Tone 215 Tone as he covers Charlie. Realise that obviously there's something going on the far side. Looks like there's an armour piece here, USOA. USOA going up against Njoi in the anti-air. Anti-air's now out. He's decided he's going to be better on foot, leaving the anti-air available for a possible capture by the enemy team. Or is he coming back to it? No, he's realised the error of his ways, and he's decided to reoccupy the vehicle, which I'm glad to see, if for any other reason than just to deny it. And there you go, he's even managed to get himself a few shots down range. Njoi covering Charlie with a majority of their armour at the moment. Wonder whether they'll start to focus that on Foxtrot as everything at Alpha Bravo. Charlie looks quite clear at the moment. A lot of the other teams seem to be at the moment massing on Golf or defending Foxtrot, with a small minority in spawn back there. Okay, so this APT is taking quite a lot of fire there. Guy not choosing the best position to repair from, unfortunately. He got caught out by someone as well as he went down. So this APC is now quite vulnerable to RPG fire, which has just called it out. So with USOA, my apologies, capping Golf back, having Echo Foxtrot, that's definitely going to slow their bleed. But with 600 point lead, I think they, with 600 point deficit, I think USOA are going to struggle to come back from this round. So guys, thank you for checking me out. If this is your first time viewing me, please feel free to hit the follow button. I will be coming up with plenty more of script live streams of these nature. Quite new to this, so apologies if I don't sound all that good yet, but it's just to get used to the spectator controls and also speaking at the same time, which I know doesn't sound like much, but it's hard to do, believe it or not. So Nasty Rich, he's one of the non-tag members filling in, I'm guessing, on the USOA guys side, heading up to Golf. He's already got Golf secured, but he's looking to clear out this tank on the far side and, you know, mess with him a little bit. Guys, if you like what you're seeing, by the way, feel free to share me with your friends. Chances are, if you are in a competitive team, I will shoutcast a match involving yourselves. So, you know, add me to your favourites. It's always good to watch out. I will try and get around as many of the team members as possible. You know, to really make everyone feel included, get a good feel, all-round feel for everybody. With Tone covering things nicely at the moment from inside of Foxtrot, covering from position of rubble, which is obviously reducing his presence there. Like Marlowe and him are taking a little ride. Where are we going, guys? Gonna be Echo? Yeah, it's gonna be Echo by the looks of it. Oh, so Echo gives you an APC as well. That's my bad, I forgot about that. This is what you should be thinking to these flags at the beginning of the round. What vehicles work best to my strong points? Which flag should I be going to? Which flags host which vehicles? All questions you need to be thinking about, especially in a competitive environment such as this. Poor guy. I'm guessing Marlowe hasn't got his night vision goggles on or his thermals on. Oh, Nasty Rich, you had a good life, buddy. Wow. A horrible way to go. Chewed up by an APC and flung up in the air like a rag doll. Absolutely brutal. Tell me that didn't look quite funny though. Sorry, tell me that didn't look quite funny though. In a C11 with USOA guys in it, having quite a hard time of it. We left getting out there a little bit too late, buddy, but fair play for going down with your shit. Okay. Like Delta's being compromised here, a bit of a fight going on between the guys here. Big firm cap they've got on Delta, but Oscar not wanting to give up their hold. Very noble death. Okay, as we come to an end on this round, that's 22 minutes that's lasted, a bit shorter than the last couple of rounds. Njoi definitely putting a lot of pressure on USOA guys during this round. Really really good to see the teamwork coming out on both sides here. Njoi just slightly outperforming USOA. This is reflected both in the points and in the kill deaths. We're starting to see slight reduction of the kill deaths on USOA side, but everyone's still doing extremely well. I do notice though that the members are starting to drop out. This is a 16 versus 16, but obviously both communities struggling with their membership levels there. So for the time being, guys, just bear with me. We will be going on to Siege next, which will be the third round. If this goes to Njoi this third round, that will be the last round. The win will go to Njoi. However, if USOA are able to come back and win the next 3 rounds, then the night will go to them. As I say, with such a tight game for the first game, with it, in the burn round with Golden Peaks, it only came down to 2 points. It could really go either way at this stage. I all bets are off as far as I'm concerned. But these guys, they've scrimmed before. They've got history. There's a bit of drama there. Back about 3 to 4 weeks ago, they played a couple rounds of Locker. USOA beats Njoi by approximately 200 tickets. In the second round, Njoi ended up beating USOA by 20 tickets. So I think USOA are definitely looking to reassert themselves and capture back that sort of position. But it's definitely some healthy gaming we're seeing between these two communities as we get set up for the third round and potentially final round of the night. Oh, this could still go on for another 3 games. Hey, just to highlight, bring to your attention, guys, we've got a few different things coming up within the Hardcore League over the next couple months. The third Sunday of each month, we're going to be hosting some form of competitive tournament. More details are available on the Hardcore League website regarding that. As well, Big Boss Gaming will be hosting Melee Mondays, which will involve players having to stab high value targets. If you stab so many high value targets, you end up getting gift card prizes sent to you. There's potentially $55 worth of gift cards to be won every Monday, and that's hosted by Big Boss Gaming. Bear with me, guys, just having a look through. We're still waiting for the 2 communities to get started here. If you've just joined us, thanks for viewing me. Feel free to send me a follow, guys, or you can keep an eye on what's going on with the Hardcore League and general Battlefield Arena news via my Facebook, Instagram or Twitter. KLW HitmanPike will take you to the majority of my accounts, but with my Twitch it's just HitmanPike. Just waiting on the 2 communities to set themselves up and get ready. Looks like it's going to be 13 versus 13, down 3 players on both communities. This is a 16 versus 16, but unfortunately for the time being they're all playing at reduced capacity. Also, guys, just to mention, Hardcore League will be launching TDM as an official game mode recognised, adding it to Rush and Conquest, large and small. If there are TDM communities out there wishing to participate in a hardcore shoutcasted league/ladder, then get in touch. We're looking for proactive communities within the Battlefield group to come and join us, get involved. This is run by community members for community members. We're at approximately 500 members over, I think, approximately 29 different clans. So come get involved, come challenge someone. We're running a main battle tank tournament on the 9th of October. If you want to find more details out about that, head over to the Hardcore League website. There'll also be live shoutcasts from our future tournaments and ladders via myself and Rebel Ladder, TWD Deadeye, TWD Freemason. These are all guys that you want to sort of head off, search up, and add up to your various social medias. Keep an eye on what we've got to say. We've got some interesting things coming up, both with Big Boss Community and Hardcore League. I know Njoi and USOA looking forward to getting more heavily involved with the Hardcore League arena and what we've got to offer at our side, so just bear with us on that. Be more information coming on websites.
Well, man, I was going to try to jump in there with you and help you out, but I cannot find the server.
Have you made sure all your filters are correct and all that stuff?
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, I typed in the name exactly.
Alright. You just have to, I mean, I just got it by searching USOA and, you know, obviously taking off the 10 plus, 5 plus, hardcore, everything. I just took every filter off. I guess I could send you an invite. Game itself, but then once you're in it, you can favourite it, and then once you'll be in your favourites. Yeah, exactly. It'll work, but it could do. But oh man, I don't know whether you were watching that first round, but the burn round, the Golden
no,
Peaks.
The first round.
It was
Yeah.
It was like 10 points either side, neck and neck, and it just went to USOA. Yeah, I mean, Kev, who is it? Kev, where is he? Kev, bear with me 2 ticks. So is he in the game? Is he out? Yeah, Kev Dog 1982 is their community leader. So if you want to fire him a message, I don't think he's in a hardcore league at the moment. So there's definitely a community we want to get signed up. Okay, looks like we're getting with Njoi in the blue corner, in the red corner. Just but for the time being, as they head to the middle of the map, looks like they're going to get cover on the been intercepted by Njoi's chopper, who's pretty much destroyed them, you know, in under a couple of seconds there, which is going to give them a very early advantage again. So is this going to be another round that's going to go to Njoi, or are we going to see a neck and neck thing? Could this go on for another 3 rounds? Who knows? We're having a look here. We've got a bit of developing on Alpha between Njoi and USOA. Infantry going a bit neck and neck. I'm seeing a lot of rounds flying, but not many hits. This is like a firefight from Trailer Park Boys. Oh, there we go. Someone's finally killed someone. Now then, is he going to get caught out by this guy coming up the stairs? I think so. Yeah, that's bad times, but it was equal. They drew on each other at the same time. No excuses. Okay, Reaper in the chopper over Bravo. Hoping to get a presence there, making use of the transport chopper. Going to... Oh! Some very tight flying there. Perhaps we should tell him if he gets out of the chopper he'll repair quicker. Won't. I'm just going to say we haven't seen much armour yet, but here's Brewer covering the backside of Charlie between Charlie Bravo, firing into Delta. He's going to struggle because USOA have looks like they've got a little column of armour moving up. 2 tanks. There was 1 APC there, he's just gone down. I think there's another tank in the background here somewhere, looking for him. Not been able to find him. Tone to tone, making use of the armour here. covering Alpha.
The USOA chopper just went down. Njoi dope took him down. And they're landing for repairs, so the USAO attack chopper is down.
So I'm just covering Tone 215 Tone over here at Alpha. He's protecting it with our armor. About to get C4'd. Yep, that's a C4 hit from Killer of Titans. Killer of Titans must be feeling rather of himself there. That kill to get the C4. How's things looking at your map, Deadeye?
I'm on Rasta and Dope. They're in the attack chopper. They were getting some repairs after that enemy chopper, and they're just kind of watching the spawn right now, looking for that chopper. Looks like they're about to engage a little bit on Echo. Other than that, it's pretty quiet on this side of the map. Got a couple of USOA guys, ground troops moving in on. However, Rasta is now engaging the meat wagon, and it's going to drop it. It's going to pick
just
up
double
one
checking,
kill
have you
off
got
of
your
that.
feed coming through my party as well? You know, into my, I think I
yeah,
got
I've
it.
got
I think I
my
said it.
audio.
Yeah, that's cool. You ticked it, that's cool. I need to double check, I've got mine ticked for you. You're just going off my feed, are you?
Yeah.
Yep, cool. No worries, sir.
USOA is now taking Charlie. They're on Charlie. They've got 2 men on Charlie. That's it. Ross and them drop back for some repairs. But they're moving up to Charlie right now. Looks like they're going to try to clear him out.
What's
got 4 guys there now. Oh, he just wipes them all.
Yeah,
Wipes
I was just
every
going
one
to
of them
say,
off
I'm just
the top of
covering
Charlie.
Roster here. And he has just swooped in on Charlie. He's put an absolute end to that. Those guys didn't spread themselves out together very tightly on Charlie, not really making use of the cover. I appreciate it's hard to do on that top, very top roof, but there are ways of getting around it. Unfortunately, they didn't utilise those ways, and it went against them. It cost them their on Charlie.
Looks like the enemy chopper come in, and Rosson made light work of that, took it out pretty quick. One parachuter did manage to get away. He's going to be dropping down on Bravo.
It's interesting you mentioned Bravo. I'm just there at the moment covering Brewer in the tank. Just having a look in the skies. Can't see my end at the moment, but what I can see is quite a heavy armour presence from Njoi. Let me just have a look. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I have visual. Yeah, so these guys making use of the top-down cover, giving them the advantage of height, making them hard targets for the armour to hit. At the same time, silhouetting themselves up against the skyline, making them easy targets to snipers. Not to mention the danger of falling off the building, deploying a parachute.
But it looks like USOA also coming behind them. They're up on Alpha. I'm following Needles 20 right now, and they just secured Alpha from back behind. Njoi.
That's one of the.
Take it back right now with the tank.
Yeah, I'm just watching the infantry converge on Brewer in the armor piece at the moment on Alpha. It looks like it's going to be a C4 hit. We've got one guy repairing, one guy C4ing, and everybody dies. And what's quite interesting, C4 guy managed to actually survive that. Got shot by another infantry. Always to get someone who's calm enough to put the down and then walk away. It will get killed by the marks of a true war.
Right. Yeah, USO is showing some really good teamwork, keeping their guys well equipped, med packs down.
Sure, again, we're seeing.
Got to have his sensitivity turned up to like 800. He looks around crazy fast.
I mean, what's a sign of just how effective these two teams are fighting right now is that, you know, we're 8 minutes into this match, and we've still only got a point deficit of 50 tickets, you know, which is nothing.
Yeah.
It says to me that, you know, that these guys are both fighting at, you know, absolute maximum potential. You know, just giving each other a really good match here, just a really fair fight. transport chopper overlooking Alpha at the moment. He's trying to get some, I believe, some parachuters down at the moment, but no one's making use of his spawn. Njoi flaying their APC.
Demonoid's pushing into Alpha with a main battle tank. They've also got a BTR there, and they're also dropping infantry. Njoi dedicating a lot of forces right now to the Alpha to try to get their home base back, and USOA has got a lot of guys. Not anymore. They only got about 2 guys on there, but those 2 guys, the tank, everybody else scared to move in on the flag, which sometimes that's all it takes.
And at the moment they're only fighting with 5 flags, so I mean that's flags really for 16 guys to cover. You know, these guys, you know, you're going to find it's going to be easy to find flags that aren't covered by the enemy team, and those are the flags that you want to find yourselves on. And if you're struggling, if you're losing, then you want to split your squad down and you want to hit 2 empty flags at the same time that you know are going to be easy. You know.
Yeah, you definitely want to go less populated one. It looks like there's a heck of a fight going on in Echo right now. Tank versus LAV. There was 2 tanks, and it looks like USOA is going to win that battle right there.
Oh yeah. Looks like it's all by the time I get over there.
Also up. And rain and devastation on Charlie right now. Getting locked, they go down. Ross and the Njoi. What was that? Yeah, their attack chopper is still up. USOA coming out of Echo with a lot of armor, including one coming out of their base. Ross and them could come in though and really do some damage on this armor, and it looks like they're going to in the attack chopper. They're going to drop down and try to. Well, maybe not. He didn't see him. And that tank was hurt. If he'd have saw that tank.
Attack that's up at the moment. Give me a second there, viewers. I apologise. There we go, Rasta. Just covering Rasta at the moment. He's struggling. He doesn't have a gunner at the moment, which I think is going to definitely reduce his capacity for being able to kill people. There we go. Backed up by Carl. Yeah, well, that's good to see. Okay, so what's the plan now, guys?
Oh, they're gonna wreck almost.
Obviously,
gunner.
They're not worried too much about. They're down on points and flags at the moment.
Oh Jesus! He just ran into the transport chopper.
I did not see that coming. And neither did he by the looks of it. But he's dealt with it, and he's still upright, ship-shape, and Bristol fashion. So, you know, could have been a near miss.
He could have at least made a run on those tanks, though. You know, because there was 3 tanks rolling out of Echo. One of them was beeping. It was hurt really bad. It did take some shots. He could have eliminated those pretty quickly, but he just didn't see them. They were just his range, I guess. They're still there too. I just saw them again, about to cross that bridge there at Charlie.
You should have a look at what's going on at Alpha at the moment. It looks like a fairly horrific war zone, to be fair. With Njoi just getting booted off it, and USOA pretty much dominating anyone who dares to step near it, especially that on that car park. Ooh,
yeah,
very
looks like
close one there.
Good now. They got some tanks coming in pretty heavy.
We've got armored presence on
Alpha. Who's ahead? Who won what was the first map?
First the burn round, which doesn't count, so forget that one. The first map was, let me just pull it up, I think it was Goldmob, or was it? I'm not sure. I think Goldmob was last round. First which went to, second round was Goldmob, which also went to Njoi, and then so it's down to this round, and if Njoi end up winning this round, then that's a win to them. They're doing
Gotcha. So they're not
first to win for
3 maps.
yeah. No.
Or they're not playing each map twice. They're just playing 5 maps.
Yeah, no, they're just
First
playing
to 3.
finals. Yeah, that's it. That's why we need to get these guys signed up, introduce them to Hardcore League.
Yep.
Leave that with you. Right, having a look over here at Alpha, looks like we've got a lone tank going up against a lot of infantry. The
A
bull's
lot
on
of
that.
infantry.
Yeah, the bull's on that Njoi guy right there. It's Rasta. He's really struggling, taking a proper pummeling. I mean, he's definitely going to go down. Yeah, brutal. That's USOA telling him he's not welcome at Alpha, and it's time to leave. So we've got Njoi here covering Bravo. Possibly think about mobilising
Well, it
out
looks
to
like
Alpha.
Njoi's captured everything else other than Alpha. They said they were just going to let him have it. There's a tank battle going on right outside of Delta between Brewer and looks like Nasty Rich.
The Alpha.
Now at Delta in between Delta on the bridge right there.
Oh yeah, I've got.
Looks like Njoi's getting some help from an infantry guy. Looks like they're going to take that tank out, which is going to be key. That's going to allow them to keep this 4 cap and burn those tickets they desperately need to burn, because they're about 100 tickets down. But having this 4 cap like this is really going to help. They need to dedicate some back over to Bravo relatively quickly instead of pushing for Alpha. They need to draw that tank back to Bravo and maintain Bravo cap.
Delta got an APC movement here from the getting dealt with by Njoi Brewer. But at the moment, but he's potentially at a bit of a disadvantage. He's side on. It comes down to position here, although he has still managed to take it. I'm guessing that APC had some damage beforehand, unless he was just about getting shots on the side of the APC. He went down a lot quicker than what I thought he'd go down, to be honest.
It looks like
Covering Brewer as he moves on.
And they've got their LAV back at Bravo. It's Rasta by himself. He's hurt, and he's got several USOA guys around him. And I believe he just got it stuck. He did. He got his BTR stuck outside of the burn zone too. So, well, he might be able to pull it out. But nonetheless, he's still outside of the burn, and he desperately needs that burn.
Njoi here making use of the secondary tank that they've just found on Foxtrot. Sorry. On Foxtrot.
Echo down there? Yeah.
Yeah, on Echo, sorry. Oh, God. That time of night. Yeah.
Got Cable Boy.
So that's
two
two tanks running together quite tight now. Oh, good use of active protection against that missile that was being fired upon down by the attack chopper. The attack chopper going up against the 2 tanks here. I think he could even struggle with that, to be honest.
Rasta is still battling it out in this BTR over on Bravo. However, he is still not on the burn, so it's not doing much. He's getting some kills, but he's also taking a lot of shots.
Yeah, I'm just Brewer here at Echo as every time they try to leave it, someone just comes from their spawn and just starts retaking it. We've got a number of infantry members at the moment on the roof, just slightly out of Brewer's and his friend's view. So they're putting themselves in a bit of between a rock and a hard place in terms of where their spawn is and where the flag is. They've moved out of there now. I think they've realised that their position was not a great one. Giving up on Echo and moving back to Delta, which is actually probably okay. I think it's only 1 infantry from both sides on it anyway. There's this other guy out, but he was on the bloody roof. No.
Njoi trying to get Alpha back, but still, they almost had it there for a second, but USAO held tight on that.
Okay, got Njoi. He's still
Bravo
here
back.
on Bravo. Yeah, just caught up with you there, buddy. At Rasta covering Bravo with the APC. Rasta's been quite a strong contender for. Been quite impressed with his performance. Always having a positive kill-death ratio. So he's been chief organisers. I believe he's the main organiser for the Njoi community. Very easy, very accommodating to work with. Definitely. And if you're interested in getting involved in community competition gaming on the Battlefield Hardcore forum, then you know, speak to that guy. He'll help you out. Good first community to scrim. Covering USOA and Njoi as they battle it out over Alpha. We've got a lot of armour presence from Njoi here, but they've got quite a strong defence on Alpha. All these 8 lines, although they do look a bit closely put together.
Oh, he's gonna hit.
Is he gonna know?
No, he did. And Rasta, man, is doing work in this LAV. I've been watching him for a minute on Bravo. He almost went down a couple of times, got his LAV out of there, come into here to Alpha and just started wrecking shop. He's been doing work in this LAV right here.
You see that person just drop it down? Yeah, did you see that?
Gosh.
He's dropping the
He
C4
got
off
out,
the
he
roof.
backed out. Yep.
Let's have a look. I think this is USOA guys at the moment. No.
Go up there.
Very
Rasta
sneaky
just
indeed.
saved that
I mean, fair play to Roster for backing up and just not going forward, but
Yeah.
I kind of did want to see him get hit there because I just wanted to kind of see that guy, you know.
And if you notice, Njoi is taking the lead now. 4 tickets. A little more now.
Yeah, and that's it. They've come back well. Sometimes that's how communities work best, is when they're under pressure and when they've got a like 300, 400 point ticket deficit to come back from. That can sometimes galvanise them to do wonderful things. However, Njoi have been quite strong all night, I have to admit. But also USOA have been incredibly strong all night as well. It's all been incredibly tight rounds all night, really. Both teams performing incredibly well.
They're fighting a hell of a battle right here on Alpha, and it looks like Njoi is going to take it over, but
I think
USOA's not done. They still got some guys there.
Yeah, absolutely. USAO
And they've got
saying
an unchecked beacon. They've got an unchecked beacon there. They've got a BTR moving in. 2 more guys just come in on the water side. USOA. They're sending a lot of forces there. And it looks like Njoi's got a couple of guys covering Charlie, and they've got a tank kind of messing around with Delta, which keeps it good, but they've got the brunt of their force back here on Alpha. That tank, oh, is about to get flanked big time by Nasty Rich. He's going to let it go by, and he's going to focus on Alpha.
Looks like someone's having a go at the building at the moment as we speak. Two pillars still holding it up at the moment. So I believe that's strategic use of the Levolution by USOA, apologies, to take down Charlie. Give them the opportunity to take it back from Njoi, who has seemed to be providing quite a dominant position on there at the moment. Although I haven't seen...
Njoi also got all the way back behind him with a tank here, and they're trying to push Echo down here. And they've got 3 tanks right over by Delta. They just need to push in on that flag as they're about to lose Alpha completely.
Charlie's got 1 pillar left before it's ready to come down.
USOA just took the tank away from Njoi on Echo, and they're snagging up Bravo. They are flipping the map real fast. They took that tank away from Njoi down there on Echo. He bailed out, and they snagged it up.
This is still an incredibly tight round though, with only an 80-point deficit for USOA to come back from. They're still in a position where they could definitely do that. It's going to take a lot of, you know, sort of thinking outside of the box, manoeuvrability and good luck on their part to be able to do that, but it's definitely at this stage in the round achievable, and we're 24 minutes into this round, which is also another point of noting is a lot of these rounds have been quite long. You know, they've not been quick rounds, they've not been over and done with in a short amount of time. And I think we're about to see the evolution come into effect here.
Oh my gosh, okay. So I just saw
No one getting caught out in that.
But run over one of his guys with a tank, and then Marlowe, they both landed on this building, and he smoked one of his own guys in the back of his head, but I gotta give it to him. He took out like 4 or 5 guys before he ended up going down on the roof above Alpha, which contributed to him getting that right now.
He can be forgiven for that initial team kill then.
And that's
we all have those days
when
we're a bit overzealous.
Because that gives them the 3 cap, and that's going to slow that ticket bleed down. They're losing Alpha again, and they're starting to lose Charlie, but nonetheless, they still got that 3 cap, which is going to slow that ticket bleed. And they're also gaining Bravo, and they've got a tank falling back into the Alpha flag. He's hurt. He's about to go down. He took some C4. He had jumping out to repair himself, kind of.
Carl at the moment, he's making use of the N1014 semi-automatic 12 gauge buckshot, full choke, stubby grip, very effective at close quarters range, also with that full choke, slightly reduced close quarters, but then obviously giving you quite a lot of effect at medium quarters. Quite a map. You know, a lot of your fighting can be in these building sort of style scenarios where you find yourself in quite close proximity with the enemy.
And it's paying off for him. It's looked like him hanging back. He's burning the Echo flag. Looks like they've dropped back just to stop him. And sometimes that's all it takes is just one guy holding back. Because right now he's got an LAV and 2 feet beaters trying to stop him, and a main battle tank. Well, there he goes. He's down, but he still kept that much force off of them.
USOA starting to really catch up here. I mean, it's still a 90-point lead, but they're keeping it pretty level on points at the moment. Brewer just starting to put some fire down on Echo from across the river. Probably not that effective at the moment in terms of his range. Struggling there at the moment. He's got his could do with his zoom optics on just to give him that better perspective. Someone just shot a straw at him. I want to make himself too much of an easy target. Flying a bit too high there. Oh, left himself open to a C4 hit by Killer of the Titans.
Njoi Cal is moving back up on Echo. He just got a beacon down by the Echo flag. Smokes.
Yeah, I'm just covering it at the moment.
Kilbo Swaggins.
Yeah, that name cracked me up earlier. Had to took me a few minutes to maintain my composure. Njoi Cal playing it safe on Echo at the moment, playing it, keeping tight to the walls inside the cover, minimising his presence on Echo whilst maximising his position there. At the moment, he's not got any contacts, friendly or enemy. Looks like
Njoi about to maintain that
into
3 cap again and just stop USOA from bleeding tickets. USOA's got a tank right outside of Delta that it looks like they just abandoned, and they're going to start burning Delta with one guy.
We'll see how long that
But-
lasts. Good luck to him at the end of the day. I'm just covering him at the moment. And
Two-Tone's moving in on him from the other side. We'll see what
yeah,
happens.
he's gonna. Looks like Two Tones knew where he was at. Had a good. I'm not down though.
Oh, and he gets him with a rocket.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. I always hate it when that happens. You know, when you're concentrating, you're on a one-on-one firefight, and then someone out of nowhere just comes along and destroys your day like that.
Yeah.
Having a look at Bravo over here, it's got two armor pieces from USOA moving in. Like they're keeping up a presence here, possibly wanting to move down to Delta next after they've finished things up here, but I don't think they're convinced that they're clear yet. Covering Brewer on Echo here for a minute, and what he has to do with the Shraw.
Yeah, I'm on Roster, who's on Alpha right now. A lone tank, trying to do some work. Doesn't have a repair with him. He's got some mines at the top. He's gonna hit him. Oh, and there he goes. He goes down. The hands of Kill 'Em All from the USOA.
Got Dope at the moment up in the attack chopper. No gunner at the moment. He's just taken out on a tank multi-kill. Nice multi-kill on Bravo there. Down to 11% health. He really needs to think about getting some repairs soon. He can't take many more hits. Covering Marlow as he pushes into Bravo. Good reflex sight there. RDS. Look what gun you've got there, buddy. Oh, the SG-55-3. Personally, not a gun I like. It is a gun I like, and it isn't, in that I just don't like how it handles. It seems to have a wild spread. I don't really know how to tame it. I'm not one for muzzle adapter. You know, I don't know. It just always seems to be a gun that is willing to let you down.
Yeah, I used it a little bit there for a while. But I'm an AK-5C type of guy. That's my jam.
Yeah. Oh, there seems to be a trend with the AK-5C tonight. It's definitely a popular weapon in use, especially in competitive gaming.
Well,
Not so much on maps, although it is This is still a tight round. It's only coming down to 110 points. Oh, sorry, 90 points actually. Maths is never great.
But looks like Koala and Grown is he's on Charlie. They've got him neutralized, so that's going to bring the 3-cat back unless USOA can get this Echo flag. However, they are losing Delta as well. Njoi Dope still rolling around on his 11% in the chopper. Oh, and it looks like, oh no, Njoi has cleared off the majority, almost all of the players off Alpha. They do have a tank moving in, but spawned in. But for the most part, the tank. Dope taking him out. His 11% still doing work, and that is going to take out most of the force there on Alpha.
But
They've
whilst
got one or two.
Whilst the Njoi are concentrating on Alpha and they're losing Delta here and Echo, and Charlie's going to be soon to fall as well, so they're going to have to watch themselves, otherwise they're going to end up getting pushed back here in a way that they don't want to. Find themselves in a position where it's going to be hard. And they haven't got the biggest of leads. Like they can't afford to get cocky, or they can't afford to get relaxed. USO are hot on their heels.
Yeah, they are, and they've got that attack chopper floating around, doing some serious damage, and they are capping Charlie now, and they're about to drop a heavy force back on Alpha with that support chopper and a jet ski. So, but it looks like Njoi's answering right back. They've got a spawn peak in between Echo and Delta, and they're utilizing it. They're currently burning Delta right now, despite a heavy armor presence moving up on Delta.
Covering FMA Pride with USOA in the attack chopper at the moment as he puts hits down on Alpha. We've got armor moving up for
yeah, he's hitting
Njoi
Dope,
spawn.
who's in that tank right there.
Yeah. Oh, is it Dope? Doesn't seem to be too interested about going back for Dope at the moment. Oh, and he's just stacked it into a building. You're gonna have to get out of there, buddy. Yeah. Oh, bad times. Unfortunate. Pride just left your parachute a bit too late there. Bad times.
USOA got the tank on Alpha, and they're trying to do work with it. It looks like Njoi managed to take it down, and they're going to start burning Alpha again. But they are down bases at exactly 130 or 100 ticket deficit. USOA now controls a majority, and they're going to start burning tickets, and they're about to grab themselves a 4 cap. Njoi has their attack chopper back up, though, it looks like.
This could definitely turn around. We could be seeing at least another round here. At the moment, I'm very impressed from the way USOA are pulling it back. You just got to keep on top of it. A few more minutes, that's all.
Yeah, they are fighting it out. And Njoi not giving it up either. They've got 2 contacts back on Delta, and it looks like USOA is going to try to battle that.
Covering Ruster at the moment. He's gunner for unknown pilot, trying to clear out Alpha, but really struggling, taking a lot of fire from the ground, having to back off, replan their attack, come back in when they're a bit more confident. Shot down.
Flying off low, he's going to get picked by that. Not careful. Looks like Njoi football's flying.
Pushing the AH-1Z to its full capacity there, flying ability. Those choppers are actually designed for pulling those kind of manoeuvres. The steep nose up manoeuvres to lose speed, and then steep nose down to get a good angle on their contacts. Got to see it at an air show a couple of years ago. Pretty awesome, demonstrated by 2 Apaches.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
It was.
Oh, he's gonna get picked by that tank. Oh my gosh, he's flying so low.
Close one. Yeah,
So
no,
scary.
he's definitely pushing his luck there. Njoi definitely struggling to pull it back here, but they are starting to gradually but slowly. Let's see what's going on
And
at
the
Echo.
USOA attack chopper just is up right now. He's unaware of the presence of the Njoi attack chopper. Oh, it's gonna hit the building and go down. Both attack choppers down now.
That's just taken a few hits there for finishing the tank. Clearing Echo, and then moving straight on to Delta. Entrance.
Looks like Njoi's about to have Bravo, Echo, Charlie, and they're about to have Delta, and that just might put it to bed for USOA if they don't make a move somewhere quick.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Pretty keen to see
That's a
whether
4
they can
cap
pull it
way
out of the
late
bag
in the
here.
match.
They are really starting to bleed now. Yep, I think Njoi have just hit an artery on that one, and unless they can do something quite quickly, they're really going to struggle to pull this out of the bag. Njoi now just consolidating their grip on the 4 flag hold. USOA still got a sting in its tail. Not going to make it easy for
come.
Njoi. They've definitely made this. Both teams have bled for this.
And they're grabbing up Echo right now, so they could get the 3-cap and stop the ticket bleed. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility they could pull this, but they're struggling. Oh, and they just got wiped for the most part off Bravo.
Oh, that was an excellent hit by Hexlet on that chopper there. Free shot at it as well. No guided, nothing. Unfortunately, taken out by an RPG straight after, but like I say, definitely still have a sting in that tail. Okay, we're down to a point deficit of about 120 points now, really sort of getting to the realms of struggling to come back from this. Looking at the flags, Njoi just about keeping a lead. Should be interesting to see what happens at Charlie. That's going to really depend, it's really might USOA another lease of life, but if it goes to Njoi at this point, I think Njoi will take their bad times for USOA as Njoi move in on foot, supported by the boat. Now taking hits from the attack chopper. USOA.
Yeah, that's going to be Sergeant C is what he's going for. He drops Brewer in that attack boat right there.
Yeah, I mean that was really unfortunate for him. He would been there for ages. Who would have thought at this stage really that USOA have still putting attack choppers in the air. Got one lone Njoi member trying to take Echo. Unfortunately, got killed by multiple contacts. USOA.
I have to say the pilot of this attack chopper is mighty good. Yeah, he's really good. And he just got taken out by it looks like Battle 2001, but his skills were definitely there.
Well, guys, that looks like another win for Njoi. So that's the third and I believe final match this evening. Thank you for joining us. If you've liked what you've seen, then send me a follow. If you'd like to participate, head to hardcoreleague.co for more information. Please sign up. We're looking for people to participate in any way they can. Proactive teams are much appreciated. This is something we're creating for the Battlefield community by Battlefield community members. Feel free to send me a follow. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, KLW HitmanPike, Twitch broadcaster on Facebook. And yeah,
also be sure to check out our tank tournament October the 9th.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. That's definitely going to be interesting. Be interesting to see what you guys are pulling out the hat for us there.
Yep, should be pretty good. And we are now supporting Team Deathmatch. I heard you mention it earlier. We're going to be supporting that. So if anybody watching has participates in that, we're going to be supporting that as well. So check it out.
Hey guys, well, thank you very much for this evening's doing by yourselves. As I say,